then went into, for lack of a better description, a diatribe.
But Taylor compromised. He promised that his boats will switch to a different kind of hook because scientists say it kills fewer turtles. Taylor promised that they'll put observers or video cameras on every boat within 5 years, so researchers can study exactly how day boat operates. Environmentalists have been pushing industry to do that for years, mostly in vain. Taylor agreed.
We could either take the tact that we were not going to let them, derail us from the way that we were going to operate, or that we were going to reach across the aisle in a way that was uncommon and really unheard of.
And praise Scott Taylor now. The environmentalists.
It is pretty rare to get someone from such a big industry to do that when you don't have to. And I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Shannon Arnold is co-director of the Ecology Action Center. They're based in Halifax. They focus on issues along the Atlantic coast. And they work closely with the owners of Dayboat and the Turtle Group.
And it wasn't easy. I think there was a year of some pretty contentious stuff that went on, and then they both decided, let's try and work through this. And what came out at the other end has been much better for the animals on the water. That's for sure.
And Dayboat's owners say the MSC is good for business. The MSC system certified Dayboat just over a year ago. And Taylor says they're getting about 10% more money for their swordfish than competitors who are not labeled sustainable. Environmentalists say if you just heard Dayboat's story, you might think, wow, the Marine Stewardship Council is a great program. But they say for every fishery like Dayboat, which they applaud, they can show you another MSC fishery with big problems. Talk to Jerry Leap. He serves on what the MSC calls its Advisory Stakeholder Council.
The consumer looks at the fish and says, oh, it has a label on it. It must be sustainable. It must be well managed. And in some fisheries that the MSC has certified, that is not necessarily the case.
And he says swordfish are a perfect example. Leap is an ocean specialist with a Pew Environment Group. Suppose you walk into your supermarket and there's a chunk of swordfish labeled MSC Certified Sustainable. That swordfish might come from Dayboat in Florida. On the other hand, that swordfish might come from longline boats in Canada, 2,000 miles away. They're certified sustainable too. Yet, as we told you yesterday, studies show those swordfish boats accidentally kill tens of thousands of sharks.
That is absolutely the kind of fishery that should not be certified. That fishery is outrageous.
And consider so-called Chilean sea bass. Actually, they're toothfish. Some are caught near Antarctica in the Ross Sea. A little over 2 years ago, the MSC gave several companies that catch them its seal of approval. And many scientists were amazed. Jim Barnes runs a network of dozens of environmental groups. It's called the Antarctic and Southern Ocean Coalition.
They do not know the most elementary things about the life cycle of this Antarctic toothfish.
Scientists say it's hard to study fish around Antarctica. They can be treacherous. For instance, they're still struggling to learn how often do toothfish reproduce? Where do they lay their eggs?
And nobody has ever seen toothfish eggs. Nobody's ever seen little baby toothfish, for that matter. And in the face of that gap, the MSC is cheerfully ready to say, oh, what this fishery is doing is perfectly sustainable.
Which raises a question. How can the MSC put the exact same label, certified sustainable, on fisheries that seem so dramatically different, like Ross Sea toothfish and swordfish from Florida, and those controversial swordfish from Canada? And here's part of the answer. Remember, the Marine Stewardship Council itself does not certify fisheries. Instead, each fishery hires a private audit firm to decide if it's sustainable based on the MSC's guidelines. There are roughly a dozen auditing firms around the world that do this work for the MSC. And sources of the industry told us some certifications are well done and some are not. Again, consider Ross Sea toothfish.
There are instances in the toothfish case, for example, when the certifier had not been sufficiently rigorous, sufficiently careful. You can call that sloppy.
That's a lawyer named Michael Lodge. Lodge reviewed the toothfish controversy for the Marine Stewardship Council. The MSC has set up a system where environment or industry groups can formally object if they don't agree with the auditing company's decision. And the Antarctic Coalition strenuously objected when the auditing firm approved Ross Sea toothfish. The MSC hired Lodge to hear the case, like a judge.
It's common practice, lawyers become judges, various kinds, administrative judges, criminal judges, what have you.
In this case, conclusion reached by Moody is not supported by the evidence. Page 22. Relevant documents were not fully considered.
Certainly in those instances they were not doing their job properly. They had failed to do what they were required to do as a certification body.
Moody's general manager dismisses that criticism. Do you feel that Moody's work on cases has ever been sloppy or not competent?
No. No.
Paul Patman runs Moody's division that certifies fisheries around the world. Moody has certified more fisheries than any other firm in the MSC system, including the controversial swordfish industry in Canada and Ross Sea toothfish.
We have scientists on our team who look at the information which has been gathered. It's all evidence-based, and if they say that the fishery meets the standard, then we are able to determine that the fishery should be certified.
The judge was not convinced, but under the MSC system, judges are not allowed to overturn an audit firm's decision. They can merely tell the auditors, go back and look at the evidence again, which is what Lodge ordered Moody to do. And then Moody made the same decision it did the first time around. The companies that applied can label Ross Sea toothfish certified sustainable. The chief executive of the MSC says it's not surprising.
Yes, there are controversial fisheries. They're bound to be. We have nearly 300 fisheries from pretty much every ocean in the world under assessment.
That's Rupert Howes. We talked at the MSC's London headquarters. Howes is charismatic and unflappable. He says the fact that so many environmentalists and others criticize parts of the MSC program shows that it's working.
Part of the success of the program is we're a broad church. We're very engaged with all our stakeholders, and many of them are very critical of some of the assessments. Most of the people who criticise the program, I think, are completely committed to an organisation like the MSC existing. They see us as part of the solution.
And Howes says he's counting on those critics to keep pushing the MSC.